No Such Thing as Monsters from 2019 is director Stuart Stanton's psychological chiller with a throwback feel to the grueling survive and fight back flicks style of the 70s. The look, feel and approach works well, enhanced by the Australian bush outdoor setting and stark realisation that any hope of assistance is not going to come calling if trouble comes on the horizon. But of course, here things become unhinged in an assault upon body and mind, invasive, intrusive manner pretty soon. Young couple David and Mary take a weekend getaway camping trip to the countryside, hooking up a caravan to their SUV, and David is an outgoing sort and keen amateur photographer, but Mary is claustrophobic and has anxiety due to insecurities. Born with a left arm abnormality, leaving her with no lower limb or hand from the elbow down. She compensates by the use of an applied mechanical limb attachment. The role here of Mary is played by the charming angel Giuffria, who was born without a left hand and grew up with a prosthesis. From an early age, she acclimatised to a myoelectric hand, and in 2014 upgraded to a multi-articulating bionic hand. Equipped for activity-specific attachments to very much help her lead a full and active lifestyle, and she became a spokesperson for the incredible bionic prosthetic, as well as a great humanitarian, and her active role as an actress is naturally accomplished as her inspirational role in showcasing how to adapt and embrace life to overcome adversity. The challenge of stoic character here empowers her performance as Mary, as she and David soon have their quiet time alone in the Australian bush torn asunder when a camper van of 3 women and a guy parks up next to them at the campsite. At first they just seem a little oddball, but then ingratiate themselves with the couple as they introduce themselves and invite both Mary and David to food and drink around their campfire. The following morning, though, Mary awakens chained up inside the caravan, and David separated from her and bound and beaten as a hostage of the 4 harbingers with malice aforethought in No Such Thing as Monsters. With the flick of the switch, No Such Thing as Monsters turns into a freak show fricassee as this Australian psychodrama show's first appearances can be deceiving. You never know what's out back. The psycho side of Strange comes out to play as the female strong flip switch family brings sister Amy out to play, all dressed up in a white lace dress and sporting a white pair of gloves and surgical mask to cover a skin disease she was apparently born with. Bizarrest of all, though, is that Amy communicates through a hand puppet and taunts Mary by playing chess with her as she continues to be a chained captive. Checkmate comes later, though, when Mary makes her move. 9 months of captivity play out first, though, when poor David is shut away from Mary and used for sexual purposes with the intent to get the psycho sisters pregnant. Inbreeding seems to be off the menu here, as the brother of the group is more intent on prowling around, wielding a hand axe to get his rocks off. A twisted torture trip plays out like an Ozploitation tweet take on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And when the matriarch turns up to ride the exhausted David, didgeridoo, this baby screams out like a 70s grindhouse, slamming its door in the face of shocksploitation as Mama Maniac spreads her legs wide like a black widow spider, spinning the final thread to the 6 out of 10 rated twisted web of weirdness with a bend your brain ending. Oddball stuff indeed when it comes to no such thing as monsters. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Buckaroobanzai is pure nutty fun.
Okay.